Yo, what's up? My name is Ngango, and today I'm chilling with a man who needs no introduction. He's a game changer, innovator, and a hip-hop mogul to say the least. It's Uncle Rush, aka Mr. Russell Simmons.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
My very first question to you refers back to your come-up. When was that moment for you when you realized that success in the entertainment industry isn't synonymous with substance abuse and addiction?
That's an interesting point. I was about, I don't know, 29, and at 30 I just let it all go. All the drugs and alcohol and cigarettes, I let it all go. And I knew it already, but obviously, but you abuse because everyone else is. It was the trend. It was a very normal thing. The cocaine and all of the drugs was very normal in that time of the drug culture that we lived in. But I left it behind, and it had everything to do with me being more successful and happier, obviously.
How did you stay motivated? How did you stay on the path?
Well, you make a commitment and you live up to it. You go every day on that same commitment until one day it just becomes the norm and natural. It's like everybody knows if you take drugs at night and you wake up in the morning and feel like shit, that the drugs at night is not better than waking up the morning not feeling like shit. In other words, this high that you think you have, this separation from the reality, and this empty mind you have. Empty mind feels pretty good because there's nothing to think about. But I learned around that same time that yoga, or that the path is an empty mind, and it comes from clarity, not cloudiness.
Yeah.
And I had the experience of doing it, and if you do anything for a month, it becomes more habit, and it becomes, so doing it every day, being sober every day, waking up with clarity and meditating every day was the beginning of, within a month, it became my path. And that's how habits are built. And I built the habit of being sober and appreciating it.
How would you say that young people can use meditation to help them with stress, anxiety, and mental health issues?
Well, when you sit, the mind settles, you get to see what's inside. What's inside is nothing less than pure bliss and God. So sitting and meditating quiets the mind. Everything you do, every effort you take on is to quiet the mind. Back to the drugs, you do it to empty the mind. It really is the only moment when you're awake and present and happy, is the only moment where you can exceed at anything. The happiness happens now, not in the future or in the past. Sure. And in fact, you never leave the present, ever. You're always operating from the present moment, and the more you can see the present, without the noise, the fluctuation of the mind, the more you can see presence, there's where your happiness lies. And there's where your focus lies. There's where your creativity lies. Everything. So all the things we do for that purpose. So in yoga, what do? We smile and breathe. Practicing, right? To be present. And then in the practice, it's you meditate so your mind can be quiet. And the world moves slow. If as an athlete or as any experience you have where the world moves slow, this is not a slow world, it's the real speed the world is moving at. So when the athlete's playing baseball and the ball comes in slow motion, he can hit it. But when it comes fast, because the mind is fluctuating, you can't even see it. The basketball player can shoot and never miss the rim because it's so big when he's present. That's what they call being in the zone. And you want to live in the zone, or you want to expound on the seconds of being in the zone. And young people, more often than the adults, have these present moments. Our job is to learn to expound on it. And there are many tools. You may go running and when after you really exert, you've had the experience. You want to live there. This is the happiest place you can be. And when a joke hits you, you laugh. Like, oh shit, the future and the past disappears. And you become present. So music sucks you in sometimes. Listen to music. And then the world disappears, but the music is there. These are things that suck you into presence. How do you expound on that presence? How do you create that presence intentionally? And that's life's goal. The comfortable seat where you are fully present.
So really briefly to that young person who's listening to you now, where do they start?
Well, you can start meditation, but you do your sports, right? And in sports you have these seconds. You just recognize, today I'm teaching you to recognize that this is the state you're looking for, right? And what brings you there may be different from yoga, may be basketball sometimes, But the idea, smile and breathe, right? You want to take that with you. take your breath. People have too much anxiety to
Yeah.
realize that breath is a gateway to presence.
So you breathe in.
Yeah, you can see the world. You don't want to drive your car and see every flower. You don't want to drive and don't know how you got where you went. Sometimes you drive somewhere and don't know how you got there, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be able to see the world in real time, and there's different tools that will help you to see it more often.
For sure.
Somebody surfs. Not too many black people, white people surf. They get on the surfboard and they say, wow, because it's, it's focus. Single-pointed focus is what we're talking about. So when the car accident happens, you're shocked into the present, right? The world's moving slow because you're shocked and you're here. You have to be here. You're brought into here. But really being focused on what's in front of you. Make your work your prayer, and so that you can see your work. And make life a moving prayer or moving meditation. So if you're moving through life, that gateway and the breath and the meditation is a moving meditation. And you want that. To be still and know, right? That's in the Bible. So that's what we want. We want to operate from a place of stillness. And if you do, the state of needing nothing sets in. And all you need in life is a comfortable seat. And from that seat, you can attract everything. Or you can be more effective in doing anything. That's what we want.
Thank you so much, Russell.
My pleasure, big bro.
My name is Dennis Ngango. This is Defining Dennis. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.